Welcome back to the bike briefing. The rumble of heritage, the allure of chrome, and the sheer audacity of putting a 1.8-litre boxer engine into a cruiser. This is the 2025 BMW R18, a machine that blends retro styling with German engineering precision. It's not just another motorcycle in BMW's lineup, it's a bold statement, a rolling sculpture that pays homage to the brand's past while carving a modern road ahead. With its unmistakable profile, low-slung body, and exposed shaft drive, the R18 is unmistakably inspired by the iconic BMW R5 from 1936, yet it's a thoroughly modern cruiser designed for the kind of rider who craves both nostalgia and performance. Approaching the R18, the first thing that captures your attention is its sheer physical presence. It's long, it's low, and it carries its mass with purpose. At over 345 kilograms, the R18 is not trying to be nimble, it's built to cruise, to dominate the road, and to announce itself with every turn of the throttle. The double-loop steel frame hugs the massive boxer engine like an exoskeleton, accentuating the mechanical beauty that BMW has laid bare for the world to see. The exposed driveshaft on the right side glimmers in motion, unapologetically mechanical and proud of its old-school roots. Every element, from the round headlamp with LED internals to the teardrop tank adorned with pinstriping, speaks to a time when motorcycles were crafted more like bespoke instruments than industrial tools. The heart of the R18 is its crowning glory, a monstrous 1,802 cubic centimeters air and oil-cooled two-cylinder boxer engine, the largest ever put into a BMW production motorcycle. It thumps out 91 horsepower at 4,750 RPM, but more importantly, it churns out a staggering 158 Nm of torque as early as 3,000 RPM. That torque is where the magic lies, it's what makes this cruiser surge ahead with confidence at low speeds and feel effortlessly muscular on the open highway. There's a visceral quality to how the engine rocks the chassis at idle, a reminder of the raw mechanical nature of what you're riding. Yet twist the throttle and the R18 transforms, smooth, linear, and deceptively fast. It offers a sense of acceleration that's both refined and brutal. BMW has given the R18 three distinct ride modes: rock, roll, and rain, each adjusting throttle response, ABS sensitivity, and traction control. Rock delivers the most aggressive performance, turning the R18 into a burly beast with the sort of throttle response that dares you to hold on. Roll provides a more balanced, everyday cruising experience, while rain tones everything down to ensure confidence in wet or slippery conditions. For a bike that wears retro on its sleeve, the electronics package is anything but old-fashioned. In addition to ride modes, you get cornering ABS, dynamic traction control, engine drag torque control, and even optional reverse assist. Something that proves invaluable when maneuvering this heavyweight in tight spots. The suspension setup is deliberately minimalist. BMW opted for a hidden rear monoshock to preserve the rigid frame look, and paired it with non-adjustable telescopic forks up front. While the suspension travel is relatively short, the ride quality is surprisingly plush. It's tuned for comfort rather than aggression, soaking up road imperfections with poise and keeping the rider comfortable on longer hauls. The brakes, twin 300mm discs up front and a single disc in the rear, are strong and confidence-inspiring, assisted by BMW's partially integral braking system that links front and rear for optimal stopping performance. Ergonomically, the R18 is crafted for cruising comfort. The rider triangle is relaxed, with mid-mounted foot controls and a wide, swept-back handlebar that encourages an upright and commanding posture. The seat is low, just 690mm off the ground, making the R18 approachable despite its size. Optional touring seats, floorboards, and a whole host of accessories from BMW's extensive parts catalog let riders customize their R18 to match their style and needs. For 2025, BMW has expanded its customization offerings even further, introducing new option 719 finishes, paint schemes, and even factory-fitted accessories designed in collaboration with iconic custom builders. BMW knows that this bike isn't just about performance, it's about emotion, character, and craftsmanship. That's why they've made the R18 a blank canvas for personalization. From bobber-style builds to fully dressed baggers, the R18 lends itself to transformation like few other modern motorcycles. In fact, BMW actively encourages this culture, offering modular components and factory support for builders looking to create something truly unique. The 2025 model continues this ethos with new colorways like Avis Black Metallic with pinstriping and a rich Mars Red Metallic, both of which look absolutely stunning against the polished engine casings and chrome accents. For riders who crave long-distance touring capability, BMW offers the R18 Classic and R18 Transcontinental variants. These bring wind protection, saddlebags, infotainment systems, and creature comforts like heated grips and cruise control. But even in its base form, the R18 feels premium and well-appointed. A subtle digital display sits within the analog speedometer, providing essential information without detracting from the bike's vintage aesthetic. Keyless start, USB charging, and LED lighting throughout ensure that you're never wanting for modern conveniences. On the road, the R18 is a paradox, a brute force cruiser with the soul of a gentleman. It doesn't demand to be ridden hard, but it rewards those who do. Cornering clearance is respectable for a cruiser, and the bike handles sweeping bends with surprising agility thanks to its low center of gravity. But ultimately, this is a bike that excels at taking the long way home, at savoring the journey, and at turning heads wherever it goes. It's a showstopper, whether parked in front of a cafe or thunderously rolling down an empty back road. The 2025 BMW R18 isn't for everyone, and that's the point. It's a niche machine, built not to appeal to the masses but to captivate a certain kind of rider, someone who values mechanical authenticity, who finds joy in craftsmanship, and who wants to ride a motorcycle that feels alive. In a world increasingly dominated by digital interfaces and homogenized designs, the R18 is defiantly analog. It's a reminder of what motorcycles used to be and what they still can be when passion takes the lead. Whether you see it as a collector's piece, a base for your next custom project, or a road companion for endless highway miles, the 2025 R18 makes a lasting impression. It's a cruiser that doesn't just ride, it resonates. It sings the deep baritone of an air-cooled twin, tells the story of BMW's motorcycle heritage, and invites you to write the next chapter. If you've ever dreamed of a machine that fuses vintage elegance with modern performance, your dream might just be parked at your nearest BMW Motorrad dealership. And as the sun sets behind the horizon, casting long shadows across the open road, there's perhaps no better place to be than seated behind those wide bars, feet on the pegs, hands on the grips, and that iconic boxer engine rumbling beneath you. This is the 2025 BMW R18, a legend reborn, and one hell of a way to ride into the future.